It's that time of year once again. We are in the gift giving season, and I'm gonna be sharing what I think would make great gifts for the fitted hat collectors in your life. Or you. You could be getting gifts for yourself. I don't judge. We starting off big with the hat throne. Now, don't worry, this item is the most expensive on the list, but everything else after this is a lot more budget friendly. Now, the hat throne is made by the same company that makes the sneaker throne, and they basically make products for collectors out there to display their hats and sneakers in a really nice, sleek way. The case has acrylic drop fronts and slide out trays, so it's really easy to display and access your collection. It's closed off so you don't have to worry about any dust or debris getting on your hats, and that slide out tray feature makes it really easy to access your hats. You don't have to sift through and make a mess every time you want to reach a hat. You slide out that tray and grab the one that you're looking for. The hat throne holds 30 hats and it's available in both black and white. An alternative to the hat throne are these drop front containers from the Container Store. Now these are tried and true. I've been using them for my sneaker collection for a very long time. So have other people. Every time you ask somebody, hey, where did you get those drop fronts? Most of the time it's the Container Store. The Container Store makes the most durable ones that won't collapse in on themselves. They're sturdy, and over the years the Container Store has also expanded the colors that they make them in. So these are available now in blue, red, black, clear, and gray. The large size drop front containers, which are the ones that I recommend, you can buy 6 in a pack for $41.99, or you can buy them individually. A lot of fitted hat collectors also collect pins, and so this next item is a pin board. Pin boards are available in all sizes, shapes, colors, so you can really find one that fits the personality or the space of the collector you're buying it for. There's a website called Fan Brand. You can find cork boards or pin boards for the Braves, Tigers, Pirates, all different teams, different sizes, and different shapes. There's other websites that sell them as well, and they range from anywhere between $50 to $80, mostly depending on how big the pin board is. Now, if you don't mind spending a little extra money and you want to get something a little bit more personalized, then I would recommend turning to Etsy. On Etsy, you could find pin boards in a range of different shapes. I mean, they have Disney character shapes. They can make a pin board out of your name. They can make a pin board out of your logo. They can do all types of things. Marvel characters. Like, people can really get down to the details on Etsy. And of course, for that detail, you are paying a little bit more money, but this is something that you're probably gonna have for a very long time. So why not invest a little bit more in it? Of course, on the opposite end of that, if you're looking to save yourself some money, you can head over to Amazon. They have basic cork boards and pin boards in all different types of sizes that aren't as elaborate. They're pretty basic, but they are, you know, cheaper. You can find one for about 10 to 30 or 50, again, depending on size. The next item I have to recommend is a cleaning kit. Hats are expensive, and so taking care of them is really essential. No one wants to be caught in a dusty, dirty hat. And if you've invested your money and time into a fitted hat collection, or if the person you're buying this for has invested into a fitted hat collection, you definitely don't want that collection to just be sitting under grime and collecting dust. So the best thing you can do is take care of your hats, keep them looking good, keep them smelling fresh. This kit that I recommend is from Hat Club, and the reason why I recommend this kit over everything else is because you get the 3 items that I think are essential when it comes to keeping your hats clean, but also protecting them. So in the Hat Club Premium Kit, you get 1 brush, the soft brush, you get the water and stain repellent spray, and you also get the Hat Club cleaner and deodorizer. So this right here, obviously, you know, clean your hats and also keep them smelling fresh. This water and stain repellent is normally a product that you would have to buy separately if you were purchasing from other brands, but with Hat Club, you get all 3 items for $25 in the premium care kit. Another cleaning product that I stand by is crown wipes. Y'all have heard me talk about them multiple times. It's the best way to keep your hats clean from wear to wear. When I take off a hat, I'm gonna hit it with a crown wipe. Inside, outside, focus on the sweatband, all of that good stuff before it goes back in the duffel bag. And that's gonna prolong the life of that hat because it's gonna keep it clean for longer. And that's why I really don't have any dirty hats. There might be some hats that I wear just a lot more often. They're always in the rotation. That's when the deep clean comes in. But from wear to wear, the crown wipes got you covered. You can also travel with these very easily. You throw them in your wallet, you throw them in your car, you throw them in your suitcase, wherever you're going, and they're there. The next 2 items are a bit niche, I will admit that, but they do come in handy when you're building a hat collection. I can attest to that. There's been plenty of hats that I've had to stretch, and this hat stretcher has come in clutch every time. I picked this up on Amazon. I believe it was something like 12 or 15 bucks. It'll be linked down below in the video's description as well as the pinned comment section. New Era hats are handmade, so sometimes you might pick up a hat and it's your usual size, but it's a little bit too small, it's a little bit too snug. Boom, you have the hat stretcher on deck, you stretch it out a little bit, it fits perfect. Other times there might be a really big fitted hat drop and you might not be able to get your size, so maybe you have to size down. Boom, hat stretcher. Now you can stretch out that hat to your actual size and you're good to go. The opposite of that problem, of course, would be getting a hat in and it's a little bit too big. So again, you could have bought your size, but for whatever reason, the hat just ran a little bit big. Getting a haircut or switching hairstyles can also throw off hat sizing. So what I recommend is sizing tape. Sizing tape comes in clutch when you have a hat that's a little bit too big. You can grab this on Amazon. It's very cheap. It's an adhesive tape that you place along the sweatband to take up that space and make the hat fit better so it's not as loose. We've all seen the trick of putting a business card in the hat to make it fit a little bit better, or folding paper and putting it inside the hat to make it fit a little bit better. The sizing tape works a lot better. It's a lot more comfortable. It's also not permanent. So if you switch up hairstyles again, or you grow your hair out again, or whatever the case may be that threw off your hat sizing, you can take out that tape and boom, the hat goes right back to normal. Now, sizing tape is not to be confused with the next item on the list, which is sweatband liners. A lot of people have trouble keeping their sweatbands clean, whether they're white or black. Just because you can't see the dirt doesn't mean it's not dirty. So white sweatbands as well as black sweatbands, you can use these sweatband liners to protect the forehead section. You could even put them on the back, wherever you want, honestly. And it'll protect the inside of your hat. It'll protect that sweatband area from any type of grease, sweat, makeup, stains, anything like that from getting on the inside of your hat. You just peel and stick. You just peel and stick right on the inside of the hat. Now, there's a lot of places that make these disposable sweatband liners, but in my opinion, the best place you can go is Amazon. You can get a pack of 60, you can get a pack of 80 for around 10 to 12 bucks. You just can't beat that price for that quantity. And again, these are disposable. So after one wear, you can ball it up, toss it in the trash, and boom, the next time you wear that hat, you put on a fresh one, which I think is the best practice. Hat storage is another great gift because it's very nice to have your collection organized and in one place. So the first product I'm gonna recommend is the Hat Club duffel bag. This thing holds 30 hats and I have about 5 or 6 of them at this point. I'm actually in need of some new ones because the collection just keeps growing. But I love these things because, as you can see, it's clear on top. So you can see all of your hats, you can see the side patches, you can see the colors, and immediately you know which hat is which. So you don't have to go digging around blind, making a mess every time you're looking for one hat. Now, if you need something a little bit tougher, there is the 12 cap carrier that you can get from the Hat Club website. That has like a hard case on it, so you can kind of stack them up, maybe if that's what you're doing. I stack up my duffel bags, no problem, but whatever type of area you're working with, if you want to be able to stack them up really high on top of each other, or if you want to have something a little bit harder because you're putting something else on top of it, whatever the situation might be, if you need something that's heavier protection, you can check out that 12 cap carrier. The cap carriers do come in smaller sizes and I have several of them. I think these would make great gifts, especially this clear one. I love this cap carrier. It is a 6 cap carrier, so this is gonna hold 6 hats. If you curve your hats, it might only hold 5. I know for me, I can get away with 5 curved hats inside of here. I also have this 2 cap carrier, and I think this one is great for when you just need to bring a couple of hats from point A to point B. Maybe you're putting together a little spend the night bag. Maybe you're taking a trip for a couple of days and you just want to bring a few hats with you. So the one that you're wearing, and then you could put 2 in here. One thing about fitted hat collectors is we love getting the perfect curve. For those of us that curve our hats, there is no better feeling than when you get that perfect brim curve. And there's a couple of tools that will help you achieve that look. The first of which is the New Era curving brand. You can get this from a couple of different websites and it usually costs around $7 to $10. I've tested these out on the channel before. Personally, I think it has a little bit more of a sloped look than a curved look, but some people like that and that's the look that they're trying to achieve. So if that's the look that you like with your hats, the New Era curving brand might be for you. I will put some other popular curving brand styles on the screen right now and you can find all of these on Etsy. Go to Etsy, type in fitted hat curving band, and you'll be able to find all of these right here. They're usually around 10 to 12 bucks. An item that I think is essential for fitted hat collectors, but you probably wouldn't expect to see on a list like this, is a steamer. Now I use this steamer every day when I curve hats. I curve hats every day and I use this steamer every day. It's a part of my process. It makes curving hats very easy, very fast. I can curve a hat in under a minute, and that's largely in part because of the steamer. I know that I'm gonna get the exact look that I want. In the event that I have to stretch a hat, I also break out the steamer. So it has a lot of different uses coming into play. Sometimes your hat might get a little wrinkled depending on how you store them. You can knock that out with the steamer as well. This steamer here stays in the house, so it has a very big tank so that I could back to back, you know, curve a bunch of hats or steam a bunch of hats, whatever I'm doing. But you can also find steamers that are very small if you want to travel with them. You can also find cordless steamers. Best place to find them is on Amazon. You know, you can find a steamer for around 10 to 20 bucks. It's really not going to cost you much at all. I've gone ahead and put this steamer as well as a couple of other steamers that I think are really good in my Amazon recommended storefront. So again, check that out for all of the products that I mentioned today that you can purchase on Amazon. For all of the products that I mentioned today that you could pick up at Hat Club, make sure that y'all use my Hat Club affiliate link that I will have in the description as well as the pinned comment. Help the channel out. If you're gonna buy something from Hat Club, you might as well use my link. Now, of course, the obvious gift for a fitted hat collector is gonna be a fitted hat. The problem is that there's so many different colors, styles, front logos, side patches, now that you might not know what this person is gonna like. You know, trends change, personal taste change. So you might not want to chance it and buy them something that they won't like. So in that case, I recommend picking up a hat store gift card. Hat Club sells virtual gift cards on their website. If you load that up with about $70, someone might be able to pick up 2 hats during this whole sale season. But they can also pick up a hat, you know, cover the shipping, cover the taxes, depending on where you're at. So of course that makes a great gift, and you don't have to break your brain trying to figure out what someone else might like. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and like, comment, subscribe, show a small YouTuber some love. I would really appreciate it, and I will check y'all out in the next one.